Hello everyone, how are you? This is Kei. Welcome back to my another video on my YouTube channel. To those who are new to my channel, my name is Kei and I am a Japanese full-time Forex trader and I live in Dubai right now since 2021. So today I would like to introduce the conversation between BNF and CIS, and this video will be about the part 1. I'm thinking to do part 1 to 3 video series this time, but this video is about the part 1 of that series. So I hope you enjoy the conversation. This is off topic, but before I start, according to National Tax Agency in Japan, within the year of 2021, there were 23,000 people who earned more than 1 million USD per year. And the ratio of the traders, that includes stocks and Forex, was 56%. And also, one of the surprising news was that the real estate investors were only 3% of those populations. But among those successful traders in Japan, the most famous and the most successful ones are BNF and CIS. So that's a bit background of how Japanese traders are right now. And today's topic is about the conversation between them. And first, let me talk about where they met and how they met and how the interview was taking place. So that will be chapter 1. And so the conversation happened through one of the most famous trade magazines in Japan, which is called Diamond Zai. Diamond Zai is really famous, and when I was in Japan, when I first started my trading journey, I also read many times. This is a monthly magazine, so I used to buy every month because they introduce lots of interesting strategies and interview successful traders every month. And the conversation between BNF and CIS happened in October back in 2007. So it was a long ago, but we can still learn something new from their conversation. And on the cover page, here is BNF, who has asset of 175 million USD back in 2007. Right now, we never know how much he has in asset, but back then, already he had 175 million USD. So, and within the page, it looked like this. So here is BNF, and this person over here is CIS. So they were still young, but they actually met physically, face to face, and did some conversation. They were talking about how they met and what their impressions were first time, and also the difference in terms of the trade strategy and the trade mindset and so on. And also future goal and how they think about the retirement and what they do after they retire. They also talk about these things. So that's why I thought it's interesting to share to everyone in English as a Japanese trader, myself, so you learn something new from today's video. So that was chapter 1 of today's video, where they met through the magazine. And chapter 2 here is, so CIS thought he beat BNF in 2005. So let me introduce what that means. So I have translated their conversation in English, and orange is CIS and blue is BNF. So first, CIS started. Big trend happened after Dirac meeting, right? And BNF replies, yes, 2005 was amazing. emerging market was in a strong bull trend until May, then penny stocks trended big in June and July. Then major stock market started bull in August. And CIS replies, yes, my asset was 1 million USD in early year, then it became over 3 million in spring. This is the first time when I thought I can be a full-time trader after resigning my full-time job. What's more, my asset became 30 million towards the year end in 2005. When I achieved it, I thought, finally I beat BNF. However, I was totally underestimating you. So that was the first page that they talk about their trades in the year of 2005. So again, that magazine was released on 2007, so it was 2 years ago. So already back then, they were very famous and popular, but especially they said that the year of 2005 was amazing. They had lots of big trends and high volatility, high volumes among the markets, and they could be aggressive on their trades. So let me continue. And so BNF replies, I never took a rest in that year. Always there was a trending sector. All I remember is I was always busy trading. And CIS says, the challenge was how to find a volatile sector and invest your money aggressively. And here interviewer says, you two use different strategies, but the markets you trade were the same. And CIS replies, it will be the same when we both identify the volatile market, but I was day trading, whereas BNF was swing trading. I think it made a huge difference in our results. His short-term trading technique is just genius. So then we move on to the chapter 3 on their conversation, which is I'm not genius. I made profits because I am not good at trading. This is what BNF said. So he replies, no, I'm not genius or something. This is all about myself, so I know it well. I was not good at all at the right timing. And CIS says, if you are not good, you will never achieve 100 million, right? And BNF says, well, a good and professional trader would take risk management, and he will never risk big like myself. However, I was trading without thinking about the risk with a very high leverage. Because I was not good, I was able to trade like that. What's more, the market was so volatile and my trading style magically fit the market. So here he says, he humbly says that he was poor at the risk management, but actually he did some strategies to manage the risks. But CAF says, you will never achieve 100 million USD if you're not good. But BNF says, no, I'm not really good at trading. So this is kind of interesting that their way of their thought and mindset is totally different. So then let me continue the conversation. CIS replies, but back then you were diversifying risk into about 50 assets, so your risk management was perfect, wasn't it? And BNF replies, if I just focus on a single asset, there may be a problem in volatility, and also my asset may not trend when New York market trends. So I wanted to run profits gradually and stably, although there won't be a big win. But it helped a lot after my asset became huge. And CIS replies, I am a type of a trader who chooses only one asset, so I basically don't hold it until next day. Sometimes I do to expect a gap up on the next day, but up to the trade side that I can cover the loss in case it doesn't happen. So here you can see the difference between their trading styles. So BNF diversifies his asset into 50 stock markets, and he watches constantly all these markets. He was watching more than 100 stock markets. He was watching every day, and then selecting 50 markets, 50 assets to choose, and he was diversifying his asset. Versus CIS was only choosing one asset, one stock market, and he was more aggressive to go in and get big returns. So that's an opposite strategy between them here. So let me continue now. And BNF now says, you see, so you are talented in trading because you are doing a proper risk management. That's why you are good. Of course, we will win big when New York market becomes a strong bull trend, but when it crashes, it's really a pain because I already know that I will be losing a couple of million USD next morning, but I cannot do anything. It's really hard. And CIS replies, why don't you trade US stock markets? And BNF says, no, I need to sleep at night. If New York market crashes, I won't be able to sleep, right? Actually, only New York. After market closes, I monitor Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, India, Europe, and then New York. Also, I watched Forex markets too. Everything is related after all, so I cannot really reset the whole time. I cannot do anything on my assets while watching those markets, but I cannot think of anything else. Only Saturdays and Sundays that I can really take a rest. So here, sorry, actually not only New York, but then he also monitors all the markets, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, India, Europe, and then New York sessions after Japan closed. So because he says everything is related, he even watches Forex markets. He never trades Forex markets, but he does watch the Forex markets to monitor his own assets. So yeah, so let me now continue. And then CIS replies to this. So he says, I don't hold overnight, so I never check New York market, rather I drink and sleep. Even after losing, I'm like, oh well, and just move on to think about what to do next. So I will be excited to trade again on the next day. However, when I hold overnight and see New York market crashes, then when I know I will lose $500,000 USD tomorrow, then I will suffer from diarrhea for some reason. And BNF says, that's because you are curious, isn't it? CIS replies, well, not sure. I am not in my head. So, in Japan, after the market closes in Japan, then you can't touch your positions because simply the exchange is closed, so you can't do anything with it. And then New York comes. Usually, Japanese stock markets goes along with the New York markets. When New York becomes bullish, then Japan markets also become bullish. When New York crashes, then Japan market also crashes. So if they keep holding overnight their positions, and let's say when you're buying it, when New York crashes, then you will know that Japan will be crashing tomorrow. But you can't close your trades because Japan exchange is already closed. And when the market opens tomorrow, next day, then you will be in a loss. You cut the loss and then just move on, carry on your trades. So here also they have some different mindset. So BNF is also monitors all the markets, but CIS really doesn't. monitor New York. After Japan closes, he just sleep. He never check New York, and he just drink and sleep, and then check markets tomorrow. But again, BNF monitors Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, India, Europe, and New York. So after the market closes in Japan at 3 p.m., he still wakes up, and also on other forum, I saw that he also watches his own assets and he reviews his own trades. So he reviews his own trades per month, and per half a year, and 1 year, and he monitors the chart at the same time through these sessions, and he decided what to do tomorrow. So he studies a lot. He studies and backtests a lot also in this way, so that he's got the precise decisions on his trades. So that was the part 1 of the video for today. So I will simply stop the video for now, but on the next one, continue to part 2, I will talk about their goals on their trades and their retirement plans, and then some small Q&A sessions, like what was the biggest purchase you did, and also what do you do on the weekends. The interviewer on this magazine asked those questions to them, so I will introduce that on part 2, and part 3 will be about their asset growth, both BNF and CIS, and also their trading strategies, and then also advice to the new traders from them. So please look forward to the next video series, and if you have any questions, comment, please let me know on the video comment box below, and I'm more than happy to see them and reply. And also I already have lots of videos about BNF and CIS on my YouTube, and also I put those links on below the description, so please check those videos and learn something also from those videos. So thank you very much everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you on the next one. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, stay gold. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Mata ne. I hope you become a non-losing trader. In Ichimoku community, I share the original knowledge of Ichimoku. In KTS Academy, I share my original strategy, including risk and psychology management. In GTS, I mentor your trades and follow up one-on-one closely for the 3 months. Take a survey to find out which course suits you the best. Thank you very much for watching the video until the end. If you liked it, please press like button and please subscribe. And until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you very much.